Ow, ow,
Ow, ow, ow, ow.
ow,
Ow, wow, wow.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, we're live.
Oh yeah, we are live. Good morning. This is what we do in the back before, boom, boom, do.
Well, I mean, you gotta clear the vocal cords somehow. I mean, it's better than us just sitting here going,
yeah.
More coffee. Proceed to the nearest nebula.
Yes.
6. Oh my God. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to another lovely cold open on your Monday morning of mischief. My goodness.
Good morning to everybody over on Rumble. Good morning to everybody over on YouTube. It's good to see everybody. So we're gonna have a good discussion. I saw some crazy shit, man. I saw some crazy shit. The greatest Star Trek series ever.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, God, you guys absolutely hate the original series. So why do you even have it on here? Why even have the original, since no one watches it? And that's your thing. We have to reinvent the original series because no one watches it anymore. Why even have it? Why even have it on your streaming platform if nobody watches it and nobody cares about it?
They're gullible. They put a lot of money into it, and if they want to self-promote and say it's the absolute best, I guess they're hoping it'll just pay off and everybody will flock towards it like seagulls. And
Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, gifted 10 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Good morning,
good God.
Lester. Andy Masterson was gifted a membership. Keely Chow, Pete Dan Cat. Good morning, Pete. P. Lai, Project Cambrian, Snowdub, Woggly-Eyed Wendy was gifted a membership.
Oh, Nick, God, come on.
Nick from Nick's Talk Entertainment was gifted a membership. Thank you so very much for your generous gift. Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank. You guys keep the fires burning bright, and welcome to the Viking Horde. I love to start things this way. Skull!
Kind of looks a lot like Canada now.
Oh no, poor Burke.
Like the mighty fist of God, Armageddon will descend upon the city of Los Angeles, the city of sin.
It's called Hillary. Hurricane Hillary.
Back that ass up.
Not good.
Boy, maybe let's bring it.
Good morning, Valhalla. Mary's Game Room. Mephisto's Movie Reviews. Pacific 414. Penny! The Lady Arwen Avalon! Pete Dan Cat! Brandon Looney Tunes Man 2000! The maddest wrench in Valhalla, Mark the Infinitely Tired! DJ Ronnie G! Mahogany Draws. Holy shit. I'm trying to get everybody in there at the end. Project Storytime, we missed you. The Wicked Wrench of the East. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? The weekend is over. It is Monday.
Monday.
And we got Jester of Sin, Grumpy Old Marine Vet, and Chris Persia over on Rumble. Thank you, gentlemen, so very much. Thank you for hanging out over on Rumble. It is good to see everybody. The lady, Arwen Avalon, is here. Good morning, Arwen. How are you doing?
I hope y'all doing good. Y'all, oh my God, did I just
y'all.
say that?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all, I got some bacon in the pan frying up and sizzling all sexy like. I know, I haven't done it in a while. Don't put me on the spot. I can't do it on the spot. Oh my God.
Do it right.
I
can't do it
right. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh, good God. Yeah, we're not morning people, so bear with us.
You got to vibrate the little dingleberry in the back of your throat if you have one. All right. MB Geeks Bar and Grill with $10 super chat. Anyone else notice how great SM and nightlife is with all the writers and actors being on strike? I mean, I'm forgetting how much of an ist I was for not seeing their vision of the world we live in.
Good God. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Isn't it nice to experience just a little bit of freedom? It's beautiful.
That's right. And thank you so very much, MB Geeks Bar and Grill, for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla. And this one's just for you, brother, because I know which way it's going. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Damn straight. Damn straight. Right. What a way to start today.
Man.
Mahogany Draws with $10 super chat. Thank you, everyone. It was a long weekend. The service was beautiful, and the Mahogany family truly appreciates all your thoughts, prayers, and well wishes.
That's wonderful.
Brother, it's you went through a very difficult time, and your family's shining bright, brother. So thank you for keeping us updated. I'm glad the flowers got there in one piece, and the stuff like that's always tough. It is always tough to get through, but it's a little bit easier when you got something like this. Skull!
You're a very funny man, senor.
You know, I see that and I can't help think of Mike, and I'm like, oh.
Well, I wonder why that is. You know, I think he's warming up to the little guy. I mean, he won't openly admit it every day, but I think there's something growing there.
That's right. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being a part of all this craziness on YouTube, for sharing your vision, for sharing your talent, and for being here for everybody like you are. And of course, we're there for you. Thank you so much, Mahogany.
It's a beautiful thing.
Chris Persia, forget Avalon 19. Close proximity to Arwen can infect you with the vapors and southern mannerisms, y'all.
Oh my, don't we know it? Where's my fan? Oh my goodness, Lord Jesus, praise be. I was actually sitting here fanning myself through that whole thing. Good God.
Now you sound like Mother Abigail. Oh, that damn rat's in the cone.
That damn rat's in the larder again. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what that was either. Jesus. Zero is out there this month. Holy shit. What the hell is going on? As Loki snickers to himself, thinking, my God, I'm stuck with this fucking asshole.
I'm stuck with this guy. No, I wouldn't have it any other way. So some of you might be wondering, Loki, why are you saying question everything? So I have been bombarded. I've been trying to get through Star Trek Enterprise with Eris.
Has she never seen it?
No.
Okay.
We're about halfway through. She hasn't seen Voyager yet either. I would just
Oh
wait for
my.
that.
That's the longer journey of the two. So yeah, might as well break her in easy.
That's coming after. Well, she's seen TOS. She's seen all the movies. She's seen TNG, and she's seen DS9. So far, DS9's her favorite. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
So we're gonna watch. We're halfway through season 3 of Enterprise, and then we're gonna watch Voyager. However, every time a new episode starts, it's like, punch it, watch the greatest Star Trek series ever, because you can't watch the original because it's too old. We've updated everything, but we kept the uniforms kind of the same, but not really.
Whoa. No way, Ted.
That's only because there's coffee in that nebula.
There's
Commander
coffee in
Tuvok,
that nebula.
set a course for that nebula. I want my coffee. Crew be damned.
Crew be damned.
If I don't, my Java.
If I don't get my coffee, I'll order the ship to self-destruct. Evacuate immediately. Leave the emergency medical hologram. He can die with his... what's left of his dignity. My God, what is
I
that?
really think if Cappy had found a planet full of coffee beans, she'd have been like, nope, I'm staying here.
Yeah, she's like, it would be like, yep, blue alert, get ready to land. We are not leaving this planet now. What, families? I don't care if you had any back at home. We're not staying there anymore. Suddenly, yeah, I don't know why I'm going half British there. God, that was horrible. I apologize.
And then you've got commercials for Discovery, and I'm just like, Discovery's over. Discovery's ending. It never broke new ground in anything that it did besides making. Yeah, it just broke. Besides making fans hate Star Trek, that had been Star Trek fans for years, not because there's a black lady on the bridge. Oh no.
God.
No one gives a shit about that.
No one
I was
cares.
excited originally because I liked her in Walking Dead. So I had absolutely no misgivings or, oh my God, I can't believe this show is going to be blah, 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 or any bullshit like that. That's not the way it works.
No.
Your Muslim uncle with $1.99 super chat says, just because I miss the Swedes, I'm glad I'm home. Skull. Thank you so very much. Your Muslim uncle. This one's just for you, brother. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. And Darth Arlena is here on YouTube's and over on the Rumbles.
The Royal Rumble.
Peli is here. I hated it from the start because I hate leech stories. I do not disagree with that. I do not disagree with that. I gave it a chance, though. I think I got to the point where they spore drive to the Klingon, into the Klingon battle, and I was like, nope, done. And I tried to watch, I think it was the 3rd season, and I had to review it because I lost a bet. And I was like, this just sucks. I'm not going through this again. I mean, I could, continue, but, and then we got Picard, which was crap. And then we got Strange New Worlds, which in the very opening salvo, they're like, yes, we went through a very difficult time in our history as well. You see here, this is the January 6th riots, and this caused the eugenics wars, and then that went into war. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You guys are really going to show footage from Jan 6th so that you can act like this led to the eugenics wars, and then this led to World War III.
Uh-oh. Get ready for the alarm. Zero's calling bullshit. Oh my God.
Do you guys realize that led to the creation of the Federation? You guys realize that without those events, Cochrane would have never launched the Phoenix, and we would have never met the Vulcans, and we would have probably died off as a species. That's not what we were saying. I'm sure it wasn't, but you guys don't think about what's going to lead to what, and you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea what you were doing. P lied. No, you are absolutely correct. And what's really funny, I have an updated ship manual. So I've got these manuals for all these different starships, right? And it still says for the DY-100, the ship that Khan was on, the Botany Bay, that eugenics wars were in the 1990s. It still says that.
Well, there you go. It's there in print, in writing. Nope, retcon everything.
They retconned it in the first episode of Strange New Worlds.
I mean,
so when I see these commercials, and I understand, but Loki, they've got to hype everything up. They've got to hype everything up, and they've got to make it exciting. Don't lie. There's a difference between like hyping them up. Like I hype y'all up. I don't lie to you. I'm like, good morning. And I call out everybody's names. And I'm like, hell yeah, it's badass to be here. I'm not lying to you. There are ways to hype people up and get people excited to watch something. That's not an outright lie. The very best Star Trek series ever. No.
Oh my God.
No. Discovery nor Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I still can't believe we're going back to Strange Brew Hurls, because good God, that show still gives me a reflex. Because again, we made 4 or 5 episodes in, if that. I said, fuck it, I'm done. Anybody could tell you, anybody who's half a right mind out there, like you and I and everybody in chat could say there's a difference between overhyping, regular hyping, and just flat out blatantly lying. Like when you're here doing roll call in the morning, that's hype. You're excited to be here because everything is going to be fine and hunky dory. When you get into overhyping and blatantly lying about it, because let's see, I think your product kind of fucking sucks ass, then yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Oh my God, hold on. Sorry, the bat signal just went off. So, if you got to blatantly just overhype everything and lie about it, you're really not doing yourself any favors from the get-go, because everybody's already jaded about your product to begin with. So, when they can start to see through the bullshit, God, it's just not going to end well for anybody.
And yes, Chris, they did say that Discovery and Strange New Worlds is in a different timeline. Whether or not they're pushing for a multiverse, but Picard is in that alternate timeline as well. How do you know this, Loki? Because Romulus was destroyed. And that's what happens in the JJ verse. So it is JJ verse. You've got original Star Trek, and then you have everything that stemmed from the JJ verse, from the 2009. That is what's wrong. That is what infected all of this, is the JJ verse. And while there's some people that enjoyed that first movie, that enjoyed the cast. I'm one of the people that thought the cast, for the most part, was great. There were just a couple people that didn't fit. I didn't like Chris Pine as Kirk. I'm one of those people that were like, no, he's too pew, 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 pew.
Alert medical. I don't believe in a no-win scenario. He was okay. A lot of the casting I was fine with, like you, and a lot of the movie I was okay with, because it had been, how long since we got anything Trek related. There was a lot that I enjoyed about it. There were things I kind of nitpicked, but it's just nitpicking. Overall, it was a pleasant experience. It got me a little bit more psyched up for, future projects, which of course eventually fell off the wagon anyway. But in the grand scheme of things, it could have been a lot worse comparatively to what we're getting now.
And if you think it's bad now, Arwen, just wait, because certain influencers on YouTube are screaming that Star Wars is gonna go down a multiverse path where we diverge off of what happened in the sequel movies, and we have a new timeline because of Ahsoka. Ahsoka's gonna be great, y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to me and P. To me and P. It's me and P. It's me and P. Neck and neck. Yeah.
Thanks,
make
guys.
Sure you subscribe. Ring that bell.
My God, the accent.
I'm sorry.
Just wait till we do a full show of Peter Wayland and Captain Jack Zero.
I don't smoke a carton of menthols a day. I can't do that.
Oh,
that
good
voice.
God.
JJ's idea though was that Romulus was destroyed in the real universe and that they came back because of it. So I think they're still saying Picard is in the right timeline. I hope not. I hope not. I hope it all gets retconned. I really do, because it's just this whole last 14, 15 years has been shit.
For better or for
So
worse.
just
Yeah.
get rid of it. And
It's
that
been
right
bad.
there, that's how I feel, Elizabeth. I don't give a shit about. I'm not watching it. I don't give a shit about Ahsoka. I'm not doing it.
Just
I'm not
end it.
doing it.
Just let it die. Like just let it
The
go.
greatest series ever. Everything's the greatest series ever now.
Absolutely.
And that's what absolutely blows my mind is that the greatest sci-fi adventure ever, the greatest Star Trek ever, the greatest Star Wars series ever. It's all shit. It's all shit. Did you people learn nothing from Flash and Blue Beetle?
Oh God. Yeah, overhyped to the max. Maybe we can salvage it. No, it's just falling apart, but hey, we'll go for it anyway. Moving right along, get that fucking taint off my screen. Yeah, I see it.
You're going to be the jam in your jelly roll.
Oh, good God. I'm going to cower behind the desk like Murtaugh. You know how it goes, Riggs. Because I'm fucking what? Oh, I'm going to eat your fucking heart. Zero's. Watch out, Wendy. Zero's not the only one that going to kick your ass now. Anyway,
Star Trek is dead, Jim. No, I absolutely agree.
It is.
I absolutely agree, brother. It almost called you Josh, but yeah. And I said it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's been dead for a while. Either that or it's just been on life support, trying whatever the hell they can to get it to work, and nothing seems to be working. So, man, just let it go. Please.
A woman fighting Orange Man bad.
Wow.
That's just, it's revolutionary. It's revolutionary for the times. No one ever thought that would happen. Variety Princess, Boba Fett killed me watching modern Star Wars. I'm done with that too. I do not in any way, shape, or form disagree with you. Verity Princess. I could not. No, not him. You can do that to other people. Do that to Mando. Have Mando out there with the rain stick and shit. He's like, he's chiller. Boba Fett needs to be an ice cold killer. An ice cold killer.
That's what he was. He was calculating.
You're coming with me.
Come with me if you want to live. He was calculating, but he knew exactly what he wanted to do without hardly uttering a word. You just knew.
He's
that's
no
how
good
he was
to
set
me
up.
Dead.
Exactly.
Empire will compensate you if he dies. Throw him in. I mean, it's just like, he stepped up to Vader and was like, bitch, he's no good to me dead, and Vader just like, I will give you money if he dies. Put his ass in there. But it wasn't just about the money either. It was about his reputation. So now he's got the reputation of a rain dancing, stick wielding, wannabe nature enthusiast.
Oh my God. They turning him into a tree hugging hippie or something now? Jeez.
Pretty much.
Oh my God. I'll take the bounty, but we can't destroy this rainforest. Divert your fire. I'll find another way to do it.
There's no reason why she should have lived. She didn't. They had to retcon her own death. They had to retcon her own death to bring her back because Filoni is so up his own ass about his own characters.
Good God. I mean, how much do you have to go back on and backtrack before you just absolutely get lost in the shuffle? You're not making it better. You're making a bigger mess.
Dances with Tuskens. That's exactly what it is. Dancing with Tusken Raiders.
It's too much. I mean, I haven't even seen it and I'm gagging already.
What does that mean? It means they call you Dances with Tuscan.
Great.
Like a bantha.
Like a bantha.
Like a bantha. June Wong with the $5 super chat. It's like they saw the robot chicken Boba Fett and thought that was canon. Oh, I'm sure they did.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they did. And get this. We can't go back. We cannot go back. We are not allowed to go back. And we're not allowed to watch the original stuff because it's dated.
Dated according to who? I mean, I understand things evolve, things change, people change, the world changes, but you get so wrapped up in a warped like mindset where everything is bad, everything is old, everything is too outdated. You know, there's a difference between outdated and old school. And all that shit, I'm sorry, is old school. None of that Trek shit is outdated. The only thing that's going to be outdated in the next 3 to 5 years is all the new Trek shit that's coming out now, because people are already sick of it. The fans out there are already sick of it.
Grumpy old Marine Bet Dean Krantz over on Rumble says a giant xenomorph doing the electric slide on a Klingon battlecruiser. Who'd have thought it was bad pop that would tame that beast?
Tame the beast.
And Arwen Avalon says exactly Zero.
Exactly. And for that, you will all be buried alive. Buried alive. See, I mean, come on, Ricardo Montalban.
I will leave you as you left me.
Jeez.
You left her.
All he had to do was sit there and say that line, and it's like, bam, punch in the face. This guy means business, and he doesn't even have to yell at people.
The beautiful part about that was that if it wasn't for someone dedicated to sit down and watch the original, none of that would have happened. Because it wasn't until they sat down and they watched, they barricaded themselves in a hotel room with room service and watched all the original episodes and then said, this is what we're going to do.
Damn right.
You never dealt with Khan. You never finished dealing with Khan. You put him on that planet and you just left him there. We have no idea what's happened to him. Well, he didn't make an empire like everybody thought. He survived barely, trying to save as many people as he could, because one day, he would escape and go after his lifelong enemy, James T.
I mean, the primordial essence of a calculating, cold-ass, criminal, hardcore, badass son of a bitch right there. You just bide your time and you execute when you can. And that's exactly what he did. And that's why Khan stands out to a lot of people to this day, because in principle, it was a very simple character. His morals were there. His own moral compass was there. And he knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he was going to adapt to any situation to get it done. He didn't need a complicated backstory. He didn't need to be specialized and modernized for anything. It's just like, boom, bam, there it is. Throw it in, get it done. Let him act.
Angela Smoggy says, I hope they have 40th anniversary for Search for Spock in theaters and have William Shatner like he did for Wrath of Khan. Absolutely. Absolutely. I loved getting to see the 4K version of the motion picture, remastered, redone, all the new special effects. It looked absolutely wonderful. Wrath of Khan, I want that director's cut 4K, and I want to see a 4K version of Search for Spock in theaters. Search for Spock was the very first Star Trek movie I saw in a theater. It's the first one I remember. So the two movies I remember seeing as a kid first was Return of the Jedi and Search for Spock. Later, as I got older, obviously, I remember other movies. I remember seeing Transformers, the 85 movie, in theaters. And all the kids crying as they were being shuffled out of the theater. And my dad going, do you want to go? And me going, I want to see what happens.
Yeah. What a nice memory.
All those kids crying as they're ushered out by their parents. Oh my God, Optimus Prime died.
Oh no.
Ricardo had to request a copy of Space Seed to get back into character because he was at the time dealing with the plane boss. The plane boss, the plane. Thank you, MB Geeks Barn Girl, for that $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And you know what? We're going to send out the Spartans this morning. Skull!
Spartans! What is your profession?
Okay, so I shit you not, Zero. I know you don't know this because you don't watch this horse shit. But before I watched the musical episode, which I had to skip through here and there, I just couldn't.
Which
Give us your truth. I'm like, oh my God, this is worse than
what series was that from?
Enterprise, Strange New Worlds.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Star Trek
The
Prometheus, the musical. I get it. Yeah. I think that was probably the episode where I said I'm done.
So in the preview, or in the previously of, Kirk had a romantic relationship with Khan's descendant.
Mm-hmm.
But he has no idea who Khan is later.
Right.
He has no idea who Khan is later. And then they back it up and they like reverse time and undo the day. So they literally stole that from Angel. In Angel, where him and Buffy get back together and Angel become human, then they undo the day and they have to go back, and Angel's the only one that knows what happened.
Good
well,
God.
She's the only one that knows what happened. So they're literally stealing off the Buffy and Angel playbook of what they're doing in Star Trek, which shouldn't have anything to do with Star Trek.
No shit.
It shouldn't have anything to do with Star Trek.
I can't believe we just made a Buffy reference too. Oh my God, man. Did y'all see that?
I liked Buffy and Angel back in the day.
I
liked Buffy and Angel show back in the day.
Yeah,
So
like
I remember my episodes.
Yeah, back in that, I remember the musical Buffy episode too. Jesus, yeah, because a lot of my it's time for Buffy, guys. Let's watch it. Okay, good God. Man, did y'all see the STP Sour Girl video with Scott Weiland and Sarah Michelle Gellar dancing together? How those two did not end up together at any point, I will never understand. But, sorry, off topic.
Because she needs a simp. She needs a simp.
That's true, I guess. That's true. Oh, man. Buffy.
I love Buffy. Angel was okay.
It's Muffy, the vampire lair. She's out to fight Cock Blockula. Jesus.
Joss Whedon writing is a curse. I wish away Buffy and Firefly just to make it all stop.
Just make it go.
I would never wish away Firefly.
Firefly was great.
I don't care if he had anything to do with it or not. I don't care what he became later. Firefly was criminally underrated and should have continued on for years and years to come. Firefly, I loved Firefly, and I just wanted more. And we got a movie, but it's still not the.
Yeah, I think that was more or less like a parting gift, you know.
Yeah, kind of like a parting gift. Like, yeah, you'll get some wrap up on some story here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wrap up the River Tam stuff.
Yeah, so it was a bittersweet way
They
to
killed
go.
my boy. They killed my boy, Wash. My boy Wash was
Uh-oh. It's time for a sponsor roll call. Jesus.
I think that's from earlier. I don't know why that's just coming up now. I think
All right,
something's wrong.
never mind.
I think something's wrong. Yeah, because they got their memberships earlier.
Well, way to ruin it, chat. Good job. The robots are working well today as predicted.
Mark, Firefly was boring. Okay.
Well, you are entitled to your opinion, even if it's wrong. I enjoyed Firefly. I mean, there was nothing there that really just made me go, "Oh my gosh, this is the best thing since Star Trek." But it was good. You know, it was a good little story they were telling. It was just kind of bullshit how it all ended and they didn't get to continue anything.
That's right.
Because I mean,
Darwin says,
really,
"Rest in peace, Wash. He's now a leaf on the wind. See how he soars."
oh my
That's right.
goodness, the soul of a poet, right there, folks.
Right. Wash was my boy. He was my favorite on the ship. Was my favorite character. You would think that I'd like someone more like oh, what's his name? I obviously I love Reynolds.
Mhm.
Love the captain, but yeah, Wash was my boy. Curse your inevitable betrayal.
Oh, but maybe it's better left as a distant memory far, far away. It was a space western done right. Yeah, see, I mean, come on, because there's not too many crossovers to my recollection that actually went that way.
And you know what? That and MB Geek brings this up. That's why I have no sympathy for what happened to Fox, because they had these kick-ass IPs that could have propelled them to the into the stratosphere, and they shit all over them.
Yeah,
Shit all over them. Look at ABP. Look at Aliens. Look at what was happening with Predator.
God,
they ruined. They tanked themselves with corporate self-sabotage and corporate espionage.
Yeah, it was
because they knew better than the fans. They knew better than you, and they knew better than the people actually making this shit. And instead of letting them have their vision and letting them do what they want to do, they had to interfere constantly.
Self-injection. I mean, there was no one to blame but themselves. And the fact that they couldn't realize that and kept digging the hole a little bit deeper just goes to show what their priorities were in the first place.
Shepherd.
Grunt.
Gun Bunny's member for 20 months says, "I want to know more about Shepard's past." So do I.
That'd be cool. I mean,
Absolutely.
we only got 3 outlines for what his background was, but that was enough to get the imagination going. Also, quick shout out. Commander Shepard said that this is his favorite show on the Citadel. We're gonna have to get a skull for that or some shit. I don't know. That'd be great.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite show on YouTube.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
If someone could get Mark Meir to voice that, I will pay him out of my own damn pocket.
Okay. So let me see what I can do. I do know a couple of people. I'm Commander Shepard, and Loki's Mornings of Mischief is my favorite show on YouTube.
God, that'd be hilarious.
So we'll see.
The creative juices are flowing. Nothing may come of it, but hey, it's fun to think about.
Saj Momota, you're absolutely right. Fox has been doing that since they were just a Sunday block. No, I completely agree. They screwed themselves. And you know who else is screwing themselves right now? Paramount. You know who else is screwing themselves right now? Disney. Do you want to know why? They all know better than you do. They all know better than you. I'm not going to go too into games this morning, but I want to tell you something. As much as I'm like, what the hell? Why is this bear bullshit over here? On why is this okay?
Oh God!
But Miranda's ass isn't in Mass Effect. As pissed off as I am about that. Larian kicked ass and took names. They gave people what they wanted. They gave them a very well put together game. That is very deep. That is very interesting. That has over 100 hours of gameplay. Where these AAA studios, and this was sink or swim for them, they put everything on the line. They put everything they had on the line. No more bear love, please.
That's
why I said I don't want to get too into the gaming shit. But they put everything on the line, and they're kicking ass and taking names. And all the AAA developers, all the big dogs, are pointing their fingers and saying, "How dare you? How dare you do something like this and do something good and say it's for the fans? You don't know your role, is what they're saying. Know your role and shut your mouth, dude, because you're making us all look bad. Well, they should be. He should be making them all look bad. He should be telling them all what the hell they're doing wrong and how they can change. Rockstar, of all the companies, came out with a $50 copy of Red Dead Redemption. Not 2, the original, for $50 for PS5 and for Nintendo handheld, what's it? The Wii Junior, the Switch, whatever.
The Wii Junior. I mean, my God, really?
The Switch, $50, nothing's changed. It's the exact same game it was before. They didn't even use the PS3 version. They used the Xbox version and made a little tweaks for the controls. They used the Xbox version. Why? Because it was easier to port over. It was easier to port over to the PS5 and to the Wii Junior than it was to take the PS3 version and port it. Elizabeth Young, oh, Loki, my dear summer child. I was watching my friends play through, and there's another odd romance route you can do. I won't say it here. I'm sure there is.
Oh, geez. Are people literally speed running to the sex?
Yes, they're speed running the sex.
Yes. Like, who are these people? I bet they're people that don't know how to fuck yet. None of y'all know what you're doing. I think
the fastest was 7 minutes and something.
God.
I don't know. Personally, I'm a 60-minute man.
The fastest was 7 minutes. Was that getting to or the duration of?
That was getting to.
So 7 minutes to get to it, probably 11 seconds. Time enough for a 1-pump jump, and we're done. Sorry about the mess.
No, not in any way, shape, or form. It's still 30 frames per second. Nothing's been updated. The only thing that's changed is the button prompts. That's all they did was change the button prompts and make it run on the PS5 and the Switch. That's it.
Good job, guys. Good job. Way to waste.
And they're charging $50. Now, if this was $20, I could get it. I could get it. I could understand it. $20, maybe $30 for the physical copy. Maybe $20 for the first, couple weeks. And then we'll bump it up to 30 after that and get it now. Get it now. It's back. But it's been on Xbox. So I can play it on Xbox whenever I want. I can play this version of the game on Xbox whenever I want. They're lazy. And what does it show? What does it show? And this is the point I've been trying to make. And this is what I'm going to get back. And we're going to get back to talking Star Trek and Star Wars. These people that are developing this and writing this and the creatives behind it are lazy. They're lazy. They don't want to watch the original. They don't want to learn what made these shows great. They think they're God's gift to sci-fi. And that with them behind it, it cannot fail.
Sure. Well, there's a lot of people out there that would beg to differ.
You'll have to tell me how it is. Don't spoil anything, but tell me how it is.
Oh my God, no spoilers, please.
Nerdporeal Lifeform, good morning, my friend. Thank you. Then that's what it comes down to. It's a lack of talent. It's a lack of knowledge. And it's a lack of wanting to get better. You are being lied to. You're being lied to by dev companies that say, oh my God, it would take too much. No, they just want to repackage what they have and sell it to you again in a new box. It's still the same old shit, but it's in a new box.
Yeah, because it's easier to port that over and charge premium price for it, rather than pool our resources and maybe get, our future projects done on time instead of bait and switching people and keeping them hanging for years on end. Todd Howard, looking at you. But seriously, they want more money for the same shit. Exactly.
They want more money for the same shit.
I mean, let's rely on the past properties that we know sold well to begin with and get them out there for new people so we can make more money, and we'll just kind of coast off of that for a while. And oh shit, God, maybe a time's going to come when we actually have to buckle down and get to work. All right, what's the next thing we can pour it over then? Do that. Buy us some time.
Loki said creatives, good joke. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because they're not. They're not. They're not. They don't respect the originals. They do not respect the fan base, and they don't care if you like it or not, because they will turn around and they will call you names and they will label you as something horrible because you don't like what they're showing you. It's your fault. It's not theirs. It's not their fault. It's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Creatives in air quote. Absolutely. Elizabeth Young. Yes. Making money off the squeakers. Yes. And they're not. They're not. Star Trek is dying again.
Oh, it's
we had a
while.
We had what, a 15-year resurgence, and now it's going to die again, and it's going to go away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not upset about that. Let it go. I'm with Kirk. Let them die.
Just I mean, it's true. It's absolutely true. I mean, we had all those series, some of them in going, what's the word, congruently, running parallel with each other, and then we had film, another show, more films, and then we ended off with Nemesis, and then it's like, let's do a prequel. We'll throw Enterprise out there. And I'm thinking, okay, well, we're starting to get a little burnt out here. Let's just take a break. Take a break, calm down, maybe come back to it later, see what you can do. And then the chain started all over again. And then they got progressively worse and progressively worse and worse.
Like that message right there. Nerd Boreal Lifeform with $2 super chat. This talk of Star Trek is cathartic. News sucks. It does.
Always
it absolutely does.
And always will.
And watching them try and hype it is a joke. It is an absolute joke. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Nerd Boreal Lifeform. You guys, and hold on. We're not done yet.
Hold on to your butts.
Picard season 3 broke my heart. Not the return I'd hoped.
That's a shame too. That's a shame.
What? Go ahead.
I was just to say that's really a shame, because even I was getting a little bit hyped for that when Patrick Stewart kept turning it down, and and then all of a sudden something came across my desk and it seemed like the right time to do. I'm thinking, oh well, if he's signing on, all right, and then sorry.
The familiarity between the crew, and I'm not saying the story, any of the story, because the story sucked. The story really sucked. They had this great setup that they could have done, and they just flushed it all, and it all went swirly. The familiarity with the crew and their acting talent sold people watching that show. Riker and Picard playing good cop, bad cop. It was very much like Kirk and McCoy, or Spock and McCoy, going back and forth. There was some beautiful familiarity, and then they just fucked it up. Which, I mean,
it's sad.
For those of the people that are like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest show ever," just look at the last 3 episodes and then tell me that again. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch them go from the Dominion to the Borg, and just how they flushed it down the toilet. It's crap. It's absolute crap at the end. But I will give them that. It was good to see everybody back together again. And it was good to see them acting more like themselves than they had in the first 2 seasons. And you didn't have an insane autistic Borg eating batteries on the show like they did in season 2. So thank you, Nerd Boreal Lifeform, for your $2 super chats. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla. And this one's just for you, brother. We are going to go and punch an old woman in the face. Go!
God, I want to punch an old woman in the face.
Yes. I have a Trekkie friend who doesn't follow this stuff online. She said the reunion of the TNG crew was good, but it wasn't good Star Trek, which seems to fit what everyone says. I would absolutely agree with that.
It's still that
Pride.
feeling. Yeah, it's still that feeling of, it's good, but it just doesn't feel the same. Like you fans out there knows everything has a feel to it. And when it doesn't feel the same, it's just not the same. It's good, but it will never be as good as it was.
That's right. And you see, and I think what really confuses Star Trek fans is we had this original series. We had Star Trek. And then we got these kick-ass movies later. We got some really good movies later.
We did.
We didn't get that with TNG. We got the series, and then a couple of years later, we got movies, and they didn't really. I mean, give me a good TNG movie.
I mean, they were all decent, but I mean, if I had to summarize all of them, I mean, I know First Contact would stand out with a lot of people because it was a interesting story, in my opinion. Kind of, sort of. There's several hundred things to nitpick about every single one of them, but the further down you went, like Insurrection, especially, they just really honestly felt like overly long episodes that did not need to be films in the first place.
Have you ever watched a soap opera about one person?
Nope, I've never even watched a soap opera.
If you ever watched Discovery, you've watched a soap opera about one person, about Michael Bell.
Yay. Well, that's selling me big time on that one.
They can act like it's good. They can the reason Star Trek came back is because of Discovery. No,
Zero going to call bullshit on that one again.
If anything, it's a stain on a ledger of really good shows.
Mm-hmm.
And so Strange New Worlds. I remember when I'm not even going to talk about that fucking cartoon where they're all fucking in the mess hall.
Not going
having
there.
An orgy. I'm not even going to talk about that because that's 10 times worse. But Discovery and Strange New Worlds is a stain on a ledger of wonderful Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. It absolutely is. That's like looking at your, your Enterprise ship out there, the D class, B class, whatever, and it's so beautiful and shiny. And then it does a 45-degree turn and you notice a big pile of shit someone smeared on the window. That's what it is. It sticks out like a sore thumb and there's no going back. You try as hard as you want to forget all about it, but it's tainted the past.
Yes, Tim Hayes effing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In a cartoon, they were all banging like crazy in the mess hall and 10 forward lounge, whatever it was, on the ship. So yeah.
It was
they
bad.
Were. Sagadorf 9 with $2 super chat. Yes, it's a Star Trek cartoon. Star Trek actors aren't hungry anymore, and it shows. No, absolutely. Star Trek's not hungry. Star Trek led the way. That is what people forget. Star Trek led the way as far as a TV series sci-fi. They led the way. They were brilliant. They did their thing. They had great stories. TNG again led its way in syndication. These are pioneering TV shows that did things nobody else had done before. And now it's about copying everything that everyone else has done already.
Yeah. I mean, we went from like literally and figuratively, we went from boldly going where no one has gone before to mildly copying everything that's been done before.
Louis Sparrow says Strange New Worlds is a spinoff of Discovery, and they tied it to Lower Decks. Yes, they did. Because live versions of the Lower Decks crew, Drek.
It's crap.
It's crap. Lower Drek is connected to, because they came over apparently and were in, This is the idea is that, oh my God, we'll bring over the characters from Lower Decks and put them on Stranger Worlds. It'll like be so great. Scissor time, girls. I've got an idea.
Ow, scissor me timbers.
Dead.
Oh my God. Commander, why don't you just throw it out the airlock? In my world, my people would not tolerate such stupidity.
And this right here. This is it. This is it. These are the facts. Luis nails it. They see people saying the Orville is better. And they're like, oh my God, we've got to do what they do. Instead of doing their thing. These are the people that turned down Seth MacFarlane when he said, I want to make a Star Trek show. And this is what I want to do. Then they said, no, you can't do that. And he said, fuck you then. I'll go off and do my own show with blackjack and hookers.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I can't do this. The hell I can't. Hold my beer. Watch this.
And he did. And I know you're exactly right. This is what they take from it. Crying in hallways, crew members sleeping with each other, and they make it a soap instead of something that's funny, fun, and enjoyable. Orville is fun. That's the difference. You can sit down and you can have fun and lose yourself on an adventure with that crew. I'm sorry, disco is not fun. Disco's about one person.
Yeah, and it can't be fun if it's not immersive. And if you can't even try to tell a simple story or a soap opera, as you say, with the focal point on one character, something should be simple. If you're going to focus it on one person, it should be simple. But if you can't even get your audience to immerse themselves in that, then it's dead in the water on arrival.
Orville tells better stories, but this last season was disappointing. I'm glad the show was done. It was on a woke path. That's Seth, unfortunately. Seth had to grandstand and do what Disney wanted him to do.
So all hail the hierarchy there, of course, yet again. And down it goes.
I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. I didn't hate it, but I didn't think it was as good as the previous 2 seasons. I think there was some interference. I really do. So I don't blame Seth for everything, but it definitely, I didn't like it as much as I liked the previous 2 seasons.
Well,
neither am I. I don't care if it comes back or not. I kind of hope it doesn't. And it's his own thing. Three seasons. Star Trek was very much 3 seasons originally. And it had how many spinoffs and how many movies and
how many years?
How many years?
A long time.
And the 3rd season of TOS wasn't really that great.
God. And the original series had an animated series as well. And it was a hell of a lot better than the shit we got a while ago. Not going back there, but just saying. Yeah, it's been a rough ride.
Machlin's throwing boulders in a mating ritual. It's hilarious.
Yummy.
I think that's it, guys. Question everything. Look at what you're being sold and question everything, because you are being sold a bill of goods that is not what they say it is. Every commercial is this is going to be the best. Every next Marvel movie is going to break the mold. Every next Star Trek adventure is going to be the bestest ever. It can't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
No.
And while I agree, getting the hype out is good. Getting people hyped up about something can be a very good thing. Hell, we do it every morning. I like to hype everybody up and get everybody awake, get their caffeine going, get their fire burning. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what it is. There's
hype, straight up
lying. And there's lying. Yeah.
Straight up lying and saying this is the best ever. You can't go back and watch the originals because the originals are trash, but watch this because we're trying to recreate the originals. That is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And you just shoot yourself in the foot before your project even gets off the ground. All right, it's good. It's done. It's in the can. Let's promote it. Oh, the best ever. No, it's not. It never will be.
And they did that with The Flash. They did that with Blue Beetle. They will continue to do that as long as people buy into it and go. Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, gifted another 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Thank you, Lester. 5 time
sponsorship champion, sucker.
I've Been Burgled was gifted a membership. Castle was gifted a membership. Moons of Madness was gifted a membership. Elizabeth Young was gifted a membership. And Ray Durazo was gifted a membership. Thank you so very much. Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And welcome to the Viking Horde. Skål! Before we leave, Mark brings up a good point. We have Dune 2 to look forward to.
Still got that. So if nothing else, you can hang your hat on that one.
And it better be good, or there will be, oh my God, you want to talk about the internet melting down?
Everybody's burning, thinking the same.
Burning it down from the rafters. It better be good. They have a lot. They've got goodwill. They better come through. Guys, we're getting out of here. Thank you so very much for being here on Zero Hour. Thank you. Big thank you to my co-host Zeropium for doing with this crazy shit with me every Monday.
I feel it's like it's just where we belong. I mean, no one's really calling us out yet. You guys, I've had enough. No, we're still here. And you guys are the best chat group ever, because it's always worth, me not necessarily waking up every morning to do this because I'm awake anyway, but you guys make it all worth it. Loki over here to my left makes it all worth it. You guys are the best. Give yourselves a self high five. And thank you so much.
Damn straight. Thank you guys so very much for being here. We will be back tomorrow for the return of Mexican Iron Man on Taco Tuesday. Holy shit, he's back.
He's back.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Back. Hide the wives, seal the windows.
Hide the wives, bar the windows, because Mexican Iron Man will return to Valhalla. Loki's Mornings of Mischief Taco Tuesday tomorrow. So until then, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you guys next Monday. Take care, everybody. Oh my, the aliens have returned.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.